Hey, what's up, y'all? As artists and creators, we all suffer from writer's block or some sort of creativity block. And today, I want to talk to you about three different things you can do to get out of that rut when you feel like you're just stuck and can't think of anything creatively. These are three things that I have found helpful for myself. And I don't want to waste any more time. Let's get straight into it. So, number one, I want to challenge you all to go out into public and just people watch and start ear hustling, start eavesdropping on different conversations as you're people watching, and just being more observant of your surroundings. Whether you're at the mall or you're at a park, listen to what people are talking about, the conversations that they're having, and you'll find that there will be some interesting conversations that will pique your curiosity, right? So I want you to start taking notes. So I take notes on my phone where I would jot down different things that I hear people talking about, or it might be like a one-liner, right? That might be really good in a movie one day, right? So myself as a screenwriter and a filmmaker, I'm always looking for different one-liners or things that I can plug into dialogue and different conversations in my films. So I've been doing this for years and I have a long list of different scenarios, different quotes, different one-liners, different jokes that are just pretty much on standby and can be plugged into any type of world that I'm building, any type of script that I'm writing. I might go through that list and say, oh, wow, this would be great for this particular character, or I think this character would say this line, right? So that has been very helpful for me. Just being more observant, being more aware of your surroundings and just listening, and you'll start to find different things that you can use for your own personal work. There's been plenty of times where I had to dive into that list and find something to plug into a script, or either a line spark some type of creativity to help me start writing a scene. Number two, go for a run. Yes, believe it or not, running really can spark your creativity. And it's something that I just was noticing throughout the summer. This past summer, I was running almost every day, and I started getting like these bursts of like ideas, probably 2 or 3 hours after my run. And I was like, wow, like these ideas are really just coming off the top of the head. They're just flowing. And I was trying to figure out, okay, what is different in my routine? And when it came down to it, I noticed that it was the running. Prior to that, running was not really a part of my workout regimen, right? I was mainly doing weight training, but I started doing more cardio, started doing more endurance training, more stamina training, and that's when I noticed the creativity boost came afterwards. And I did some research, and there's been studies that show that running or steady paced cardio workouts can definitely boost creativity. I believe it opens up different pathways in your brain to spark that creativity. And when I thought about it, it really reminded me of the old screensavers on Windows computers back in the day. I know I'm dating myself a little bit here, but Windows 98, they had those screensavers of like you going through the maze and whatnot. And I really, when I was a kid, I was so mesmerized by those screensavers, and I would just look at them for like minutes at a time. And it reminded me of my runs, right? So when I'm running and I'm going through different terrains or different locations, your mind is registering and processing information as you're running, right? With that being said, you want to make sure that you're switching up the locations of where you run. So like go to different terrains and go to different locations so that your brain won't get used to the same exact run, the same exact routine or route on your run. And I've noticed by just doing that, I'm giving my brain more or new information to process and register to unlock those new creative pathways in my mind. So I was just really shocked that something as simple as going for a nice jog or a nice run, or even, if you're not a runner, you could just go for a walk, or maybe you want to go into nature and go for a hike. I think that could be very beneficial as well. Just putting yourself in nature and being grounded and escaping the hustle and bustle of the world that we live in, especially if you live in a city like myself. Sometimes it's really necessary to get away from the urban space, put yourself in nature and ground yourself and really center yourself. Number three, the third thing you got to do to unlock your creativity is create every day. Creativity is a muscle, so the more you use it, the stronger it gets. So you want to make sure you're creating something every single day. Now, I'm not telling you to go out here and try to make a masterpiece every single day, but just some form of creativity every single day will help boost your creativity in the long run, right? So you're building for longevity. So it could be something as simple as writing a poem or writing or drawing something or sketching something. Puzzles are another way of getting your mind in that steady flow, that steady state where you're just locked in on one thing. And after you accomplish that, puzzle, it triggers off dopamine in your mind, which is great for enhancing your creativity. So think of other creative hobbies that you enjoy doing, but are also creative. And just make sure you're doing this in your leisure time so it doesn't feel like such a task. Myself, as a professional artist, when I gotta make videos for clients, sometimes the business side of things can take the fun away from the actual art making. So you wanna make sure that you're still doing what you love to do. And remember, that's the reason why you're doing it, because you love it, right? So just bringing that tiny spark of creativity every single day will boost your creativity for longevity, and then will build your creativity muscle over time. I hope that was helpful. Just wanted to come in here and give you guys a quick, short video to get you out of that rut. If you're stuck, I want to get you out of that rut and get your creativity juices flowing again. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time.